we are live.
Holy
Fitch
smokes.
and Tinkle smash everything. This is a remote location.
Location.
Yeah, location. Yeah, I was from Japan for a second. So welcome to our location.
Get them R's and L's sorted out, mofo.
Yes. Yeah, we're here and we're gonna smash some stuff. What do you got going on, Kris?
Lots of property damage. Dude, well, let's just off the bat, let's just get to it, dude. So we have an announcement. I think I teased it on social media a week or two ago, but because there's other people, it's like the more other entities that get involved, I think there's like 3 days per entity it takes. So anyway, we have an announcement. We have our first live podcast on December 8th at the Sacramento Punchline.
Yep.
Very excited. Sacramento Punchline on December 8th. So it's a double show. So it's a live comedy show, which I'll be headlining with some of the best dudes and girls in Sac at 8 o'clock. And then 5 p.m. is the live podcast, Fitch and Tinkle Smash Everything. That's going to be in the Callback Bar at the Sacramento Punchline. And we're going to have a little meet and greet hangout afterwards while everyone's getting set up for the show. And then Showtime comedy show at 8 o'clock. So one ticket gets you both events is how that we're playing this bad boy.
Awesome.
I know it's going to be, I kind of shine much better in a room full of people as I do just me in a room with a fucking, screensaver on the TV and stuff.
Yeah. It's easier to play that in front of a crowd. That's for sure. Yeah, I had technical difficulties with my stream today, and nobody on YouTube could see it when we were live. So I had no back and forth. Usually I feed off the other people for half the show, asking questions, answering questions, trying to figure some stuff out, and had nobody today. So it was a short show.
Oh, really? Dude, how is it? Dude, are you ever afraid to have just some assholes call in?
It's pretty easy to put people on timeout, and then the majority of you have whatever you can, and then if you need to, if you get enough people, you have moderators, you can put somebody as a moderator.
Fuck, dude.
You have regular guys that are on all the time, and you can put somebody in charge of moderation.
As adults, why don't we figure out why people get put in timeout instead of making a timeout for fucking grown-ups, dude? Does that sound like what kind of asshole? And then why would you say timeout? Just log out and come back in and
what do you have? What? I don't understand why you would invest that type of energy. There's so much you can do. There's so much to do. Life is so limiting. There's so much to get done, but that's how you want to spend your time is shitting on stuff and making dirty dick jokes to fight.
Yeah, shitting on stuff that you don't like. What, dude?
Yeah.
There's stuff I love. I don't have time to fuck with.
Channel go or they shit on stuff they do like, and they just are being shits and they're trying to troll, and they're so awkward they don't know how to strike up a conversation, ask a question. Because sometimes that's what I notice is I see some people their screen name will pop up and the first few things they say are kind of shitty, and I'll skip them, and then they'll kind of get the idea that everybody's asking questions, asking for advice, whatever type of stuff. And then they kind of ask a real question. Then you start to convert them. Okay, so this guy's not really a piece of shit. He's just fucking socially awkward, and he doesn't know how to say, hi, I have a question. Sorry to bother you. I guess that's really hard for some people.
Oh yeah, so some people don't know how, so they just act like dicks, I guess.
Yeah. And
then you have to explain, hey, that's interesting. But what if
they never mature? So when you were 7 and you liked a girl and you threw gum in her hair.
Or 37.
37.
I don't know how to fucking deal with these. And I'm shaving yours off too, by the way. It just made more sense. Dude, so speaking of fucking trolls, why don't we get to WWE, dude? This is so exciting. Dude, have you heard all this shit that happened?
No, I haven't. I'm out of the WWE loop.
Okay, so Kane had his first match.
Did he have it already?
Yes. And the reason why we made such a little deal about it was because I was going to come back and I was hoping that we were going to do it. Dude, it was exactly what I told you was going to happen. They did a 2.5 minute fake MMA match and Brock tapped him out with a Kimura. Like in real life. You know, dude, your face has said it all. Well, so to like non-fans, yeah. So to non-fans,
The bastardization of a beautiful sport.
well, once the WWE gives you
I mean,
a bunch of money and blood money like that, or not even blood money, but like once they, so what they do is they, anyone new coming in, they kind of do that to kind of humble you. You know what I mean? So they kind of like,
yeah.
all right, Kane's here, and then they
I
fucking.
figured they'd have him lose. I didn't think they're gonna have his first WWE match. He's gonna win. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Hey, dude, fucking Snooki won her first match from the Jersey Shore. First and only match. Yeah. So Kane lost, and then I heard it was kind of. Well, I guess backstage news is he has another knee injury that's worse than they thought. So I guess they're gonna get it all fixed up before they start him back full time. So that's also another reason why they said they kind of did it really quick, because he wasn't in any shape to be running around doing his fucking luchador shit.
Yeah.
So, but dude, the real story is
I still have some good money to like, you know, get the best doctors, and then use the best technology to fix the knee, and I have to worry about like getting in trouble by anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Oh, dude, and they have the kind of like doctors where they'll just make, if you need to go somewhere and rehab, you'll just live there for 4 months, and they just fucking help you out there. That's crazy, dude.
Massage your knee and rub your balls.
Yeah, you rub the back of her head while she rubs your leg or whatever. So, dude, the real story is, I don't know if Kane was on this plane, but so what happened was, apparently the Saudi Arabians owed Vince McMahon money from the last event, or the last two events.
So Vince McMahon was going to shake down the
dude, how fucking prince? Dude, how gangster is he, dude? How fucking crazy gangster is he, dude? So in the middle of the event, when they didn't pay yet, he
owe me money,
dude. He fucking cut off the feed to only the Saudi Arabian like cable outlets. He cut off the feed, and the prince was like, "What the fuck?" And then I guess they made some payment that wasn't the full amount, but it was some payment. Vince left in his private jet. I guess Brock left in his private jet. And then all the fucking regular dudes who have to go on first, you know, like the fucking luchadors and shit, they're all stuck there, and they get on the plane, and the government goes, no, you guys all got to get off the fucking plane. And they pretty much were kind of very nice, friendly hostages for a few hours until they figured it out, dude, and they let them go. So I don't know if Kane was on that flight or not. I mean, dude, what a great first trip if he was on it. But apparently, like a lot of the dudes are like,
historians, like this type of stuff is going to be like in the history books.
It has to be, right?
Right? Yeah, because like, you know, like the gladiator, the spectacle, but this is like superpower, world powers, like fucking beefing and like, you know, doing shit. Like this is a big, huge corporation who's like fucking with one of the most powerful countries, who's got their fucking hands in everybody's militaries. It's just,
who were pretty like loudly accused of killing a reporter.
They cut all the time. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What are we doing? We're gonna watch them cut people's heads off.
Dude, I think honestly, if that wasn't a big event that not everybody knew about in the world, if that was some fucking cameras off house show, I don't know. I think they'd all be dead right now, dude. They like, that's fucking, how insane is that, dude?
What if they're all been implanted with some kind of mind control?
Oh, well, maybe it'll make them better actors when they have to read their horseshit lines. By the way, I think I don't like wrestling anymore, dude. I wrote it as a note, but as I was getting so sad, dude. As I was reading it, I'm like, because I like read all the updates, but I don't watch any of it. I don't watch it anymore. It's like 3 hours. I could read what happened in 10 minutes and just be cool with it. I don't know. It's very strange. I think I'm getting older, but I am taking my dad to go see wrestling on Saturday night in San Jose. It's the New Japan is going to be there.
New Japan.
Have you heard of them? Yeah, it's like the Japanese wrestling.
The X1 show I fought in. You can watch that fight with Gabe Garcia on my YouTube channel, Fitch and Fitch. It was in partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, no shit.
So There were two guys. There was a kid that would kick the bat. Some 16-year-old kid fought, and then there was a pro wrestler who fought our guy Christian Walsh, and it was a work. Yeah. So I went to one of their gyms and I met people, but I had no idea. I didn't know who these people were at the time.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
was back. Yeah, it was back 2003 or 2004.
Yeah, they're known as the wrestling league that they actually everyone thinks it's fake and they really hurt each other. So they fucking beat the shit out of each other. Like they lots of really stiff suplexes. Like every time I watch one of their things, I yell at the TV. I'm like, "Be careful!"
They're like that style was like a precursor to the was it Pancrase?
Yes,
or something. Where Basaruden and they had shin pads and boots and open hand on the feet. And if you, it was like some pro wrestling rules. So if you grabbed the rope,
you could break right
back up. Yeah,
that's kind of awesome.
You could be in the submission, and the guy would reach and grab the rope. All dramatic, and it was kind of like it was weird. It was like they're real fights, but they weren't at the same time. It was weird. It was a weird show.
Yeah,
like when you go back and watch it, it's interesting.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I know for a while that
right, make it look good.
Like New Japan actually would I think they handpicked a dude to do both. So they were training him MMA, and he was also learning to be a pro wrestler. So basically, I think for 5 years, so he would have a Fight and Pride once every 6 months, but he was still all training and I think he's I think his record was 4-2 or something. But yeah, it was crazy. He was talking about his. And what's funny is Tyson Fury said, they're like, dude, fucking the training for pro wrestling is way worse than the other stuff. It's just because you're not supposed to land on wood like that for any reason at all.
Over and over and over again. Dude.
No.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
And I can't take a handful of somas now that I just did it all. Fuck you guys, dude.
Well, I think they can.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them stopped that because that was, I think that was the cocktail, alcohol and somas. Yeah, they don't do it anymore.
They're all drying up now. The stringent drug testing policy in the WWE took care of that.
You're all Tinkle, you fucking Mark. Yeah, you're right, Chris. No one does any drugs anymore.
You're sure they don't need it. They've evolved.
Can we talk about that fucking Nate Diaz thing about the drug thing really quick?
Yeah. So I think,
what the
Nate Diaz, yeah, it's just it is ridiculous. I think.
I mean, is that something you guys can look at and be like,
No, I mean, it's just more stuff that shows that whatever. It's all bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. But so part of this thing is how long has Nate been taking this? It's so there were SARMs in his supplement. There's a lot of things overlooked. How long has he been taking this vegetarian supplement? Has he been taking SARMs unknowingly for years? That was just swept under the rug. How long have you been using this?
Supplement? Dude, the entire thing.
And on top of it too, there's a good possibility that I read somewhere that the USADA and UFC had come up with new new protocols, new things that they were not allowing, but they didn't update anything. They didn't let any of the athletes know, and they didn't update the website. So they banned SARS or whatever, made them illegal. But they didn't tell anybody. It's something like August 31st, sometime around then. I could be totally wrong, but around that time, they came up with these new protocols, and then they didn't tell anybody. So there's a possibility that he was knowingly taking SARMs, but had no idea that they were not allowed or they were bad. And well, they're not steroids. They're technically not steroids. So so everything he says is true. Yeah, I didn't take steroids, but did he really not know that there were SARMs in his vegetarian supplement? And how long has he been taking it?
Dude, I just love that right off the bat. They're like, he didn't do it. And that was it, dude. He didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it.
We all thought, hold on.
So I
understand why you would say that, but
did he have something banned in his system or not? Okay. What was the supplement? Okay, well, what about the details on the supplement? What was the supplement? How long has that supplement been in production? How long has he been on that supplement? Has he been using the same supplement that's been tainted for 10 years? Or no? There's a lot of questions They didn't even bother answering him.
Dude,
Like,
they
oh no,
didn't.
he's fine. He's cool. He's cool. He's cool. Shut
That
up.
was complete.
Shut
Oh,
up.
they're
Shut
all no,
Shut
he's
up.
fine.
He's fine.
You know who's
Shut
going to be there? The Rock. Now, if you want to talk about being on some shit, let's talk about The Rock. Dude, was it just me or
65-year-old Rock?
I know, right? Dude, was it just me or like what was your whole take on The Rock? It seemed like he didn't really want to be there, dude. I don't know. It was weird.
Yes, WME is his management. WME owns UFC. Yes, he was there contractually. I've heard rumors that he's going to play Mark Kerr in an MMA document. Or
Yes, he is.
MMA
Yeah.
movie. Okay, so there you go. They're warming him in there. They've been curating this transitional WWE to UFC fan base. They want them interchangeable. They want to be the same. Okay, so they market and they run everything the same. Their merchandising agreements are the same. The video game type stuff is the same, except one is pre-orchestrated and one is supposed to be a sport.
Which is barely hanging on right now.
It's full pro wrestling, man. I called this years ago. Call me freaking Nostradamus.
It is, man. Hold on one second.
Just leave your porn on. Just leave your porn window on.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Dude, can we like pause my face that I just made right now? That's probably one of the greatest faces ever. I was like, I don't really have to do with these gifted nostrils. I really don't have to do much. You just kind of give a little flare and then
bingo,
bango. Yeah, dude. So what did you think of the stoppage? Did you think it was just, or did you think it was?
Yeah, I think that Nate was getting handled. He's getting pieced up. I've never seen him taken back like that in fights. I think that it was just going to get worse for him. And I think they're better off having stopped the fight when they did than letting it go any further.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things though that I think that because of Nate's like never say die, he gets busted up and comes back. I think people kind of I was saying
a lot of time off. He's taken some beatings, he's had some wars. It's very possible that he's just his chin's running out. Like he doesn't need to take any more damage, maybe. He didn't look good at all. I didn't think he looked good. And I think people trying to hold on to him. Oh, the fourth round, he want to come back. He's had 2 fights go into the fourth round, and he lost both fights. So I don't know where this myth of, he's going to just start warming up in the fourth round. No, he was gradually fading, and he was going to get hurt. And the doctor made the right decision about the cut.
Yeah, doctor though, he kind of seemed like he kept being like, "Does it hurt?"
They're kind of soft. They're kind of soft on. I
kind of wondered if that dude has ever been like the doctor at a fight before, because he seemed kind of like, "Ooh, that looks bad." Like no bedside manner. It didn't really seem like it's ballwash.com. What is that?
Yeah, that's if they use the code Fitch, they get a 15% discount.
On what?
On soap products.
For your balls?
Yep. Let me see if this works. I didn't mean to cut you off about the stoppage, but yeah. I do affiliate with these guys. Yeah. Keep the funk off your junk.
A lot of time that people tell you to wipe your balls down, so
yeah.
I forget sometimes.
It's kind of like the guy who tells you got something in your teeth. Some people won't tell you. Some people, I'll tell you. Hey guys, you need to wash your balls.
Wash your nut.
Stack spray, some nut rub, some ball wash, and activated with charcoal, fellas. Get that stank off. Good. Take care of your nuts.
Well, what's to say I just can't go rub some fucking Kingsford on my balls right now?
Right. So I just put that up there for fun. I have all these toys to play with. But yeah, so I think ballwash.com, code Fitch. I think that it was a good stoppage. George Masvidal, he looked great. he looked like he was too big for Nate. I don't know, man. He just withered off a bunch of those punches, and he didn't look good on the exchanges. He looked like he got bullied. I don't think Nate needs to fight at 170 against true 170 pounders.
Yeah, no, that whole thing about like they'll fight whatever weight class. That's like no one believed. I mean, I didn't believe like that's dumb. He should fight at 155 or catch weights.
Or if you're gonna mix it up, not stand and trade.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big difference there.
Yeah, because Jorge, man, he's a big dude. I mean, like,
and he's still not a huge. He's not a huge 170 pounder either.
Yeah, no,
he would be one of those guys. If they do the 165, he'd be badass at 165. They should do a 155, 165, 175, 185 instead. He would. That'd be the perfect weight for him because I think he's a little undersized for 170 still.
Yeah, Jorge? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's not. I mean, he fought at 155, last year or the year before? He's pretty recent to 170, I think, right? I think so.
Yeah. I mean, he's fought at 155, I think.
Yeah, because I remember in Strikeforce and all those, I think he was like a 155er when he fought KJ Noons, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, that's cool for Jorge, man. That's pretty. It's pretty badass. He's like fucking Kimbo. Yeah,
man.
Dude, what a 2019, right? You knock out Darren Till. People just stopped downloading Neil Diamond. Sweet Caroline. That's how bad he got knocked out. People stopped liking that song, and then he knocks out Ben Askren with one fucking hilarious knee, and then he pretty much the biggest pay-per-view of the year by far, probably the last couple of years. That's pretty awesome, man. And dude, can I get special props to like Nate Diaz for being dope and like talking? He's like, "Oh yeah, The Rock shouldn't be here. It should be Mike Tyson." Fuck that guy, dude. How awesome is that?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That's funny. But at the same time, like, I mean, these guys, they're on the precipice of like getting it, but they don't. They're like Neo in the Matrix before he took the pill, before he met Morpheus. Like they're knowing something's off. They're calling out something's off. There's glitches, but they're just not stepping through and like taking full ownership of the fact that how bad they're being controlled and manipulated and exploited. The idea is just the BMF belt itself, right? They're testing the waters. They want to see if they can create a fake, unsanctioned belt out of nowhere, and the fans will buy it and the fighters will fight for it, and they can make a bunch of money off of it. Right? They've turned a world championship basically into stage jewelry, right? Like prop jewelry. That's all it is. It's a pro wrestling prop now. The BMF belt is a pro wrestling prop. That's all. Costume jewelry. They want to see if they can do that and then continue to do that. Keep making up belts, arbitrary rankings. Not what if they start doing instead of the best fighter in the weight class. Whoa, it's the baddest motherfucker ranking.
What about
pound for pound baddest motherfucker ranking? And then they start pushing it away from all aspects of sport, and it's one big just who's got the best haircut, whose abs look the coolest, and they just make belts for each of those things.
And what if you're gonna fight the BMF, but you're like, you know what? I have my own belt now. It's called the SBMF, the super badass motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, "Fuck! Now I gotta fight that guy too." Like this is really.
I'm gonna create the BDE belt.
What's that?
Big Dick Energy.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people who want to. I mean, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a lot of
fights. It's gonna be a lot of fights. The entrances will be classic.
We're gonna figure out what kind of like verbiage.
Big Dick Energy belt. Just a belt with giant balls hanging from it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like little fucking dingle balls.
Dingle balls.
Friday, November 9th. This Saturday, November 9th. Who's got the biggest balls?
Big Dick Energy Championships.
And then stay tuned for the co-main event, the super.
Let's see if they can.
Unicorn belt.
If they can do this. They're testing the ground. So they get into boxing and talk about getting into boxing a lot. If they get into boxing and they just create fake belts, just like for boxing, right? The super cool boxing dude belt, then they don't have to follow the Ali Act. They don't have to do any of the rules involved with that entire sport. They avoid the sanctioning bodies. They eliminate those fighters' free agency. So it's just a step backwards in sports development. Like we're fighting right now. The MMA fighters are fighting for free agency. That's what we're trying to get. That's what we don't have. We want free agency. We want to be able to say, hey, man, if you don't fight me in 6 months, or if I retire and sit out for 6 months, I'm a free agent. That would be amazing. That would change everything. But they want to have total control. They want to have control of the rankings, the belts, make belts up, have arbitrary belts, make different ways. Now they won't even fight for it. You have to win like some kind of popularity contest and a singing, dancing show. And then you get the belt, and then maybe you'll earn the fight after that.
Yeah. So does the BMF champion make more than the others? Like, what kind of dude? I'd be fucking furious.
Well, that also, so if you're BMF champ and you defend the BMF championship, well, it's not a normal title, so no, you don't get pay-per-view points. It's
And
not
then-
the same rules. It's just a costume belt. It's just a joke. Haha. It's just a gag, guy. You got to take the belt home with you for some pictures. You don't even take the whole belt with you, probably. You take some pictures with it, and then we take it back.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Does George have this belt? I wonder if he's got if Masvidal has the belt at home right now. I wonder if they just like, oh no, next time.
Well, I would have jerked off on it.
Defended. Like,
Totally.
oh, you got to have sex in the belt.
Well, that's one thing about
It's
being
not a belt. It's not a belt if you don't have sex in it. That's the true mark of a champion. It's not defending it. It's did you have sex in it?
unless you named yourself the CVC, the super virgin champion, and then you don't have to. You can just find like the best keywords online and just choose those 3 words as your.
That belt's covered in rust because of all the tears.
Unicorn cum taco champion.
It's a belt covered in rust because of all the tears.
Yeah. By the way, Unicorn cum taco is the name of this episode. So I'm just saying.
Fantastic. It's my favorite indie band.
Dude, we can look somewhere and we're probably only 1 word off.
Yeah, probably. Somebody already has t-shirts.
Unicorn cum taco. Fuck, I was gonna say cum tostada. So what did you any of the thoughts of the UFC that night? Any
also, well, the Corey Anderson fight was phenomenal.
That was crazy, right?
They keep fucking with that guy, if they don't, they keep this bullshit, they gaslight you and tell you, oh, you're not, you don't have enough notoriety. You don't move the needle enough, which means you don't have enough followers on social media. Right. But like, they're the ones who are responsible for that. They're the promoter. That's their job to make sure that people know who their athletes are. If nobody knows who your athlete is, and he's winning fights, it's because you suck at promoting or you're purposely not promoting them. This guy's going out there and winning fights. He's doing exciting stuff. Why would he be ranked in the top 10 or even the top 20 and they're not pushing him? Why would they make sure everybody knows who this guy is? It doesn't make any business sense whatsoever. They're just going to sit back, put zero money or effort into promoting a guy, which would be very easy for them. All they need to do is put a few web series type things around him. They can find kids to volunteer to do those things. Like you can have kids volunteer to do it and upload the shit, and then they use it for their portfolio. Whatever. I mean, it's just it doesn't make sense. Like it's all about control, and that's why they do and say that shit. It has nothing to do with you moving the needle. It has to do with what they have projected, their television show. They've written out a script. They want things to happen a certain way, and they're trying to leverage shit to happen that way as much as they can.
Dude, I was like, I don't know. I don't like wrestling and fighting anymore, dude. What the fuck? What are we gonna like? Oh God, yeah. It's like, I don't know, man. The whole thing kind of left a bad. Although I was kind of happy that when The Rock came out and then they played his music, that the crowd kind of booed. I thought that was kind of awesome.
They played the Rock's music.
Yeah, the if you smell what the Rock. Yeah, and he walked out with his fucking, and everyone's kind of like, I don't know. I think everyone kind of knows that the Rock's cool, but publicly he probably does a lot of bad shit when he's not doing that smile in front of people, trying to land deals. Dude, I am fucking convinced that it organically came about that Jorge asked him to wrap the belt around him. But I am convinced that Rock is such a fucking businessman. He's like, well, I got to be a UFC. I might as well make a deal about a fighter while I'm there. And fucking just made a couple phone calls. And now, because he doesn't even, it's not even a film yet. It has no script, no director, no, basically, he's like,
talking about it.
I want to make a Mark Kerr movie. I want to be a fighter. Yeah, that's basically, it's like every dude's dream to be a, star in a boxing movie or a fucking fighter movie. So
nobody offered him the script, so he's gonna do it himself. That's the way you do it.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't write it. Oh, yeah, man. He's one of the guys
I wonder
that
if he's gonna do Mark Kerr's voice. I'd like to see The Rock.
It wasn't
talking like this.
Dude,
I'm
that
trying to take him down and smash his face with my head.
I was actually thinking about
that's a dead ass. That's dead ass, Mark Kerr. Come on. Come on. Did you? I thought, come on, that's like a Frank Caliendo level.
I haven't seen Mark Kerr talk since that fucking movie bummed me out so bad I didn't want to touch drugs ever, including ibuprofen. Because I didn't know what that movie was about. I just remember watching it and being like, oh, I love fighting. I love fighters. Let's watch this. And then I was like, oh, this guy has a real bad. Like as soon as he walked in the back, I was like, awesome. Hey, Japs.
That's what they get you. You go into it thinking it's going to be an MMA movie, but really it was man, what was that? There was an MTV show that used to be about drug addicts.
It's like MTV Story. I'm a drug addict, or like one of those.
Something like that. But it was like, oh, they're gonna like do the intervention. Intervention.
Intervention is the show on AMC, yeah.
So it's kind of like it felt like that was they're like, oh, it's a show about MMA. Oh, cool, let's watch this fighting show. And then it turned into like fucking intervention.
Oh, dude.
Like, what you guys got me. He's got a garbage bag full of fucking drugs.
It was just weird. It was weird
for heroin. He was asking for heroin. He's like, no. He's like, he knew what he wanted. He's like, no, not this stuff. Oh, yeah, this garbage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like
he was injectable.
He was in it so bad that literally he just got beat, and he was making a beeline. The only thing he cared about was, all right, where's the fucking real drugs? Not this ibuprofen horse shit. He's like, remember that? He's like pantomiming to him,
dude.
Like, no,
give me the needle. Yeah. No, but like, think of that level. Like, this guy's life revolved around that high. So like, he may have just been fighting so he could get drugs.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna go to Japan, and I know that I can get fucking morphine from the doctor after the fight.
Well, dude, I mean,
like his old training camp is like, oh, I got to go to work out. I got to do this because I got to get that morphine. I got to get this from the doctor.
I mean, once he got his life together and got kind of clean, he kind of sucked, right? Like almost like he didn't want to fight, almost like he wasn't feeling it maybe anymore.
The incentive was gone. It's like, what am I doing this for? I don't get the drugs anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's
either.
I just don't ever want to watch that movie again. So I don't know why I would want to see the Rock's movie, because it just bummed me the fuck out. And they're gonna do some cheesy shit, dude, where they fucking take artistic license and they make up a bunch of shit that never happened. Well, he's gonna have a fucking Asian daughter who hated him, and she came to the last fight, and he fucking some dumb shit.
It would be good. There's the one scene that they need to have if they do the movie. Rock, you gotta hire me, okay? But the one scene where he's fighting in Brazil, Mark Kerr's fighting in Brazil, and he's rubbing his thumb in the guy's cut, trying to make the guy's cut bigger. Because that shit was legal back then.
He was doing that?
Yeah, in the fight. He's like headbutting the guy, and then he's rubbing his thumb in the cut to make his cut bigger so the guy will quit because of the cut.
Oh, is that in the movie Smashing Machine?
No. But it's a fight that he had.
It was just a thing that happened. He fucking did that shit.
That happened. Yeah, he did that shit. Because that shit was legal. It wasn't illegal. He got creative. They're fighting in Brazil.
That's a really interesting point that you made, because now I'm going to be thinking about it all the time now, because my biggest takeaway watching that movie was he didn't seem like someone who like wanted to fight. He seemed like he was fine when he was winning, kind of, but
whatever.
Yeah, like it didn't seem to be.
Wasn't about winning or losing, really.
Yeah, it's just
a little bit of
job
stress around the money a little bit, but like his main concern, his incentive, his reward was the drugs.
That's fucking yeah. See, that's crazy now that I think about it, because even when I was watching when I was younger, that was the thing I took away. It was like, oh, he didn't seem like he wanted to fight. Like he just wasn't.
And, I get it. I even put this on you, like he started wrestling, a long time ago. He wrestled college, whatever. Like he started probably using a lot of these drugs before he started fighting. What if the only purpose he ever got into fighting for was to deal with his drug addiction?
Oh, because as a pro, if you kept being a pro athlete, then you would get pro athlete drugs.
Well, he's done with wrestling. Like, where's he going to get his fix at? Maybe he just, I don't know. He
pro wrestling, dude.
Make.
Oh my God, it's so much easier.
He was a beast. He was the Smashing Machine, but make no mistake about it, he double-legged your ass into the ground and headbutted your face into putty.
Yeah.
So like that's why him and Coleman kind of struggled a little bit. Coleman made the adjustment, Kerr didn't, but when they banned the headbutts, that was like 90% of his game. Take you down and fucking headbutt you.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So what do you rank?
It wasn't fucking passing guard and Uma Platter and whatever armbar motherfuckers. His name was Smashing Machine for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember
he was like a Buick. He took you down and then smashed you like a Buick until your head exploded.
And he was big as fuck.
He was a big hunk of muscle. He was built for headbutting people. Like, he was built. Go, boy. If I had to design a human being perfectly to fucking take people down and headbutt them into nothing, that would be it. It would come out something like Mark Kerr and Mark Holman.
So we rank Kerr like in terms of like, because I think there's probably a group of like godfathers of ground and pound, Randy Couture, Coleman. What do you rank Kerr in that group? Is he
well, I mean, they're top, but like you have to asterisk things. You have to separate because the rule changes make a big difference. Being able to soccer kick somebody and being able to headbutt somebody, dude. Like if I could headbutt motherfuckers, dude. If I could headbutt your ass,
that'd be so.
It would be a lot different. Things would be.
Dude, the fucking KOH king of the headbutts. John Fitch, KOH.
Well, they have the lift away kickboxing now. The 9 limbs. It's Muay Thai with your head.
Oh shit!
Have you seen those guys?
No, I don't. I'm not.
It's like Burmese. It's like Burmese kickboxing or Burmese boxing. So it's Muay Thai, full contact. They wear just the wraps, no gloves, and they headbutt.
Oh,
that's why they call it 9 limbs because Muay Thai is 8 limbs.
Oh, dude, could you imagine?
You're like, fucking pussies.
Oh, dude.
Fucking pussies. Throw elbows and knees, but no fucking head.
Dude, I want to knock someone out cold with a headbutt. That's fucking dope, dude.
He's one of those. So Google that. Lithway, right?
Yeah, dude, I want to. We should, dude, you know what's really funny? We should actually, for the next episode, we should actually write like a fake outline of what we think the Rock Mark Kerr movie is going to be. I guarantee you we'll come close. It's going to be some like horseshit from someone who's never had a real fight and what they think that. I mean, he's an athlete, of course, but dude, have you ever seen that clip of like when The Rock beat up that mascot?
The Rock beat up the mascot. Which mascot?
There's some when he played for University of Miami Hurricanes. There's some shit, and the other mascot got like this. Okay. Oh, the Art of 9 Limbs. Let's see.
Uh,
see a bunch of burn.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what's going on. That's
see some random Selma Hayek boobies.
all right. Now that
Fucking
was a
headbutt
fail.
those
That was
things.
a fail. That was a fail.
It wasn't a fail. It was like a
Okay.
try hard. It just didn't work out.
Okay. Try hard, it just didn't work out. Genius. I'm gonna find it though.
So dude, so while we're on the flow of horseshit, what do you think of so November 9th, there's a big pay-per-view fight on the Zone between YouTube sensations KSI and Logan Paul. This is 2.
Oh, that's right.
And it's on the Zone. Can you believe that shit? Is that fucking insane? So if you don't know, these are two YouTube guys who had a fake beef or whatever, and they had a fight, and it sold 800,000 online. I think
it was a draw.
And it was it was a draw.
Okay, dude. I found it.
You found it.
This guy is a he's like the world champ, whatever. Daniel Bach or whatever. Dave Leduc, something.
He sounds like a headbutter.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't want to see a headbutt knockout. I was just kidding earlier. Oh, fuck, dude. This is gonna be like a snuff film, huh?
See, look, these are the see, you see the shadow boxing with the head. See, look, their hands, they just have the small.
That's so great. Oh my god, dude. They're practicing headbutting.
Oh, that guy was a little. Oh, he had to clear his nose.
Oh my god, dude.
There we go.
More people need to shadow box with their heads.
With their heads, yep. That's
That was
real.
amazing.
Just the fact that these guys are just bare knuckled.
And the fact that like by the way, this camera view is obviously someone who just like propped their phone up on a person.
Yeah. It's probably his own. Oh
fuck! This is not sensation.
I want to see some good headbutts.
This is anyone's listening to this on the podcast version. These dudes are so far they're punching each other. Not a lot of headbutt action.
Not a lot of headbutt action.
It would be hard to throw a headbutt though, unless you just
get close enough without getting punched. That's what I was thinking.
Or dude,
see, there was one.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Dude, how about like a Jorge fucking headbutt when you just run full speed from the other side of the cage?
That's basically what happened.
Headbutt, dude, he got dropped right.
This is an interesting type of sport, like bare knuckle, lift way.
Headbutt.
Oh, he dropped again. Oh, the guy went for a takedown. This is very rare for somebody to specialize in this. This is usually something, you fail your way into.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think? Like, oh, I tried this and it didn't work out, so let's do this now.
And now I have to go headbutt motherfuckers.
But this guy, I think that's why this guy is so good. He set out and said, let's just do this. And yeah, he's pretty good at it.
I have a pretty stony question. Do they add the neck now in the reach? Oh,
what do you mean? That's interesting. Do they add that to the
3 inch
of it?
3 inch extra.
3 inch, 9 inch. Let's go.
Dude, this guy in the blue's coming back though. I mean, you just fast forward a little bit, but he went from
he's at least lingering. He's getting a little marked up. I don't see much blood in the other guy.
Maybe we can find someone to volunteer fucking headbutt fight each other at our first podcast.
Oh, that would be great.
Fucking
go to that.
Double knockout, unsanctioned in the parking lot.
That was fun. I'm gonna look for actual video of somebody getting knocked out though. I think.
Wait, would you fight if there was fucking headbutt rules?
Would I fight if there were headbutt rules?
If like Bellator was like, all right, we have a brand new thing, we're gonna add headbutts.
You gotta pay me. Like it's got to be worth the. See, look at these guys.
Oh,
did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my
god! Look at his headbutting a fucking boulder. Oh, the art of 9 limbs. What the fuck is this?
Oh, what treachery!
Oh my god, Dude, you just gotta start calling yourself the fucking king of 9 limbs. And then people just assume you're talking about your dick.
Elbows.
Dude, the king of 10 limbs. Dude,
Watch
the
you
king of
guys,
10 limbs.
headbutts. Oh, this is just we're watching. This is a highlight reel here.
Oh, that was a hook kick.
Hook kick.
Oh, nice.
Art of 9 Limbs. Fight Wiki episode 3 is what we got here. I don't know.
It was made over 1,000 years ago.
Not these actual fights, but the style.
Yeah, the style.
Boom, headbutt. Oh, dude, it's oh.
You know what's funny?
Back elbow knockout, punt to the face.
You know what's funny?
These guys fight for a whopping $26 a fight,
dude.
And it buys them a house and 3 cars in Burma.
Burma. Dude, for every car they can buy a mansion. Oh my god.
These guys are getting punted in the face, and
see, like the infighting you can put in that is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really zero difference than Evander Holyfield. I mean, the one doing the same shit. Yeah, when he's throwing the little headbutts inside.
8 types of elbow, 21 types of kicks and knees.
Oh, what? 8 kinds of elbows.
And 1 headbutt. Oh, this guy's just.
Oh fuck! I feel.
This is like all bare knuckle too, dude. Like, because if they break their hand, they just kill them. Like, there's no fixing it. There's no. What's the hospital look like? Is there surgery to like put the bones back together? These poor guys.
It's like that
downward,
one fight.
Now we did a downward 12-6 elbow to this guy's spine.
I can see why those are illegal, dude. I know why those are illegal now. He looked like he murdered that fucking dude.
Yeah, I don't think that guy made it. We have to find another guy to drive that tuk-tuk. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, could you imagine if like Uriah Faber, when he broke his hands against Mike Brown, if all of a sudden he just came out and just started trying to headbutt the fuck out of him like that round? Because he was trying to throw elbows. Remember that? Poor guy. But fuck, dude, imagine if he got to use his head. That'd be awesome. This is violent.
Fun.
And also knowing that they made no money after this, after taxes and getting robbed, makes me sad.
Oh man.
You can just wait for one of these dudes in the parking lot and just take his satchel of money from him because he's still dizzy.
He would still headbutt you.
I know, right? I mean, what's kind of cool though is that one guy who was actually using it in almost like a dirty boxing. He was throwing in like the little baby headbutts.
Yeah,
that was actually kind of cool.
Because my baby's always headbutted me pretty hard. Little baby headbutts.
Baby headbutts.
That was fun. The technology of this StreamYard is pretty cool.
That's pretty. Yeah, we can. I mean, it's going to be very hard to keep it always
something up and.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, so.
Oh, so what do you think of that?
Limbs. I just introduced you to a new form of pure violence.
Yeah, I do this kind of violence called one limb, and it's I'm the king of one limb fighting.
One limb.
Lover, not a fighter.
There's a lot of brutality involved in one limb.
There is. Sometimes there's tap out. Sometimes there's like a verbal tap out.
I've achieved a tap out once. That was.
I've had like a doctor stoppage.
Hold on, wait. Oof. That was. I need a break.
Bro, who just threw that fucking towel in through the window? What was that?
Oh, towel.
It landed right on the pillow.
Your corner. And the doc wants to take a look at that cut.
I want you to get in there and keep taking it. All right, that's it. Thanks, coach. So what do you feel of this like Logan Paul shit? Do you think it's the end of days?
Like, I mean, fighting is pretty much, I don't know, man, whatever. If people pay to want to watch a fight, then let them watch a fight. I have no problem with it. It's under boxing, and it follows under the rules of boxing. So like, I have no problem with it. These guys are allowed to see what the money of the fight's going to be. They're allowed to see how much the take is. They're allowed to, they probably promote themselves or their own promoters, or they work with the promoter and they have their own deals and they're free agents, whatever. I have no problem with it.
Who the fuck is buying this, dude? I don't have a problem. I just don't know any person who saw this or know someone who saw this.
I don't
I
know.
didn't know it existed until earlier.
I mean, they already have their fans. I think that's the thing. Is they already have their built-in fans. So they're just taking their own fans into it. Like they got their fans to want to watch them fight each other.
Which
So, okay.
So now we're going to go into. So the one kid, Logan Paul, said if he wins, he's going to ask Dana White for a fight in UFC, and which is going to be, he better ask for fucking Tin Lim fighting because he's going to.
The thing is, though, he'll ask for a fight, and then he'll have enough notoriety. Well, Dana wants to put on a show, and they're not really a sport, so he'll put it on. And quite honestly, it's still like I don't care. If he wants to put on a fight, if they want to put on the fight and people want to watch it, fine. But as long as they're not like creating titles, manipulating rankings, and the fighters have free agency, that's what I care about. So like, I mean, the market's going to do what the market does.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about pumpkin spice lattes either. Right. But I don't care that they exist. I don't care that people want to spend money on them.
Dude, I tried to get one the other day, medium. I was waiting for a friend at Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, and it was $6.50, and I was like, "What?" She's like, I said medium. She's like, "Yeah, it's $6.50," and I'm like, "I'm good, actually." Like, I didn't even want it. I was just getting it, and then I just felt like I was getting a Starbucks candle up my ass. Like it was. Yeah, it was so weird. I was like, why did people buy this? Like, it's so unnecessary. I mean, I was a little tired. I got $1 coffee and felt better somewhere else.
So, yeah, but whatever. I mean, why not, on Dana's part, why not put that fight on with Logan Paul? He's got 1 million followers. They could do 1 million pay-per-view buys. Who cares? Do it. Make your money.
At this point,
Logan Paul, he's going to get a rude awakening because, followed by a bunch of yes men and people kissing his ass and setting him up for this fight. It's not the same as getting in there and actually fighting somebody and knowing how to fight and being, put in a situation for a number of decades or years where you kind of have to do this to survive.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. It's ain't about survival for him. He's playing a game.
Yeah.
He's playing a game. You put somebody who's playing a game in with a killer, it's not going to look good for him. But they could handpick their opponent. But even then,
No, see, I always think like Dana will give him somebody hard. I don't think he's ever going to give anyone.
Yeah, because the problem also that poses is Dana. Those guys UFC wants to cash in on those guys, but they don't want to give them a huge platform. They don't want to open them up to a high ranking, title contention. They don't want that to happen because this person already has clout. This person already has notoriety. He's more powerful already than the most powerful MMA fighter ever. Right? So they don't want that type of guy.
Yeah.
Giving them shit, giving them problems, seed and division, talking to other fighters about, hey guys, you don't need to do this shit. I'll start my own promotion. Come with me.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if you watched this like trailer for this fight, but I did. And there was a split second where I was like, I kind of want to see this now. That's how fucking good they are, dude. Like they sold me on this bullshit fight. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not going to watch this fucking thing, dude. Like, I mean, because honestly, if you're a fight fan, there's nothing worse than watching two fucking morons.
Yeah, we have no
know how to fight. It's pretty bad, dude. And I'm sure. I mean, dude, it embarrasses me, and I'm not. You're a real fighter, so I assume it really fucking embarrasses you. Like, anytime it's just like watching two, or like two super heavyweights.
It's total clown show, and then everybody's like taking it serious. But I mean, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to sit around and I'm not going to write a blog about it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to invest much more in my time than us casually talking about right now, but whatever.
So what you're saying is you're calling out Logan Paul into a 9-limb fight on the internet.
9-limb,
dude.
I'll just use 1 limb. He can pick the one.
You could probably make him think you'll have a chance. Dude. You could be like, Logan, I'm doing this because you have one extra limb now.
I'm old. I'm old too, man. I'm a grandpa. I'm almost 100.
I eat fucking Costco snacks. Yeah, dude, you can
Almost 100.
Yeah, you're like one. Yeah,
That's what I tell. That's what I tell the girls.
you're almost 100.
Yep.
And it works. I guess so.
Yeah, they laugh. They laugh, ha 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 ha, and then they just assume that I'm not that much older.
Yeah,
You're all 32 is not old. It's not.
I'll be whatever age you want me to be.
Whatever age you want me to be.
No worries. Anything else going on, dude? I think that's kind of what the that was our outline, which was a very was a very fuck you ultimate fighting night. Apparently, I didn't mean it to be, but goddamn, dude, can we get a special round of applause for fucking Vince McMahon for being the biggest gangster?
That's some funny shit, dude.
What a maniac, dude.
What a maniac. I'm gonna fuck with these Saudi princes, these motherfuckers.
It's like, dude, they just murdered a guy.
I handled the Iron Sheik. I'll handle these guys too.
They're fired.
You think he's a little senile, maybe?
Well, he is almost. I think he is 80 now. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you see some of his writing ideas, they're not the best. They're from an 80-year-old. They're definitely not for someone in his prime who has his finger on the pulse. He still thinks all the black athletes should just come out and start dancing and smiling and shit. So yeah, he's still there, unfortunately. God damn, that's great, dude. Yeah, man. Anything you want to plug or?
John Fitch Knows Nothing. I started doing my own podcast. So I turned my shake breaks live streams into a podcast up on Podbean. I'm going to get it ready for up on iTunes soon too. And then it's on my official John Fitch YouTube channel. And then people can go to my johnfitch.net, check out my website, and then this might not come until after, but I have a seminar coming up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be San Diego. So I'll be in San Diego this weekend.
Oh, that's right. You'll be there on the 9th, right? On Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. You're going to miss the Logan Paul match.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it. I want to headbutt him in the dick.
Darn it.
You know what, dude? That is one. I just realized, because you wanted to see the first headbutt knockout, and I wanted to see the first headbutt knockout from someone headbutting someone in the dick. I just thought about how funny that would be. Just like, if you, bam, you just happen to be in the right spot. I don't know.
I don't know if you get enough velocity.
I don't know. Just one. All it takes is one of those. I mean, dude, I've gotten like a flick in the nutsack that has knocked me unconscious for like 2 minutes, or just rolled around on the ground. I mean, just that. Especially because when you're younger, girls don't really realize that it hurts to get hit in the dick, and when you're kids, they always throw little fucking flick kicks and all that. Maybe just me. Maybe I just said a bunch of shit I shouldn't have been saying.
You have a kickable crotch.
I do have a kickable dick. Fitch Tinkle. I can't name the next album that, but do the next album, by the way, the clean album, the title is When Heck Freezes Over.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. ChrisTinkleComedy.com. I have a bunch of dates coming up. November 23rd, I'll be in Carson Valley Inn. That's going to be a really fun show. It's a benefit for U.S. military veterans. And then on December 8th, we have our first live Fitch and Tinkle Smash Everything, followed by I'll be headlining.
In your sack.
Yes, in your sack. And a bunch of more. And then December 9th to the 15th, I will be in Las Vegas at the LA Comedy Club, which is going to be a fucking super fun week and probably a lot of trouble. Probably a lot of headbutts, I imagine.
Load of headbutts.
Awesome, man. Well, yeah, dude, let's peace out. And can we call Vince like the king of the week? He's like a king of the week.
All right.
He's my king of the week. What would have happened if they would have like killed fucking Brock? Like, dude, did he even think about what would have happened if they just would have like grabbed a guy and been like, he'd be like, oh, I'm off.
on CNN.
He's like, okay, fuck it, 200 million, and we'll call it, and the dead body, and we'll call it even. Something like that. All right, man. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Cool beans. Later, dude. Later, peoples.